Hi everybody, it's Granny J Clay, and this is Joni. I am going to show you how to make a cute little gnome valentine today. I made 2 of them so far. I just think they're so cute. And I happened to run out today to go to the grocery store, and I saw gnomes in the floral department all over the place. So they must be popular right now. Maybe they were popular before too. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the ones that I had made, and then I'm going to make a different one for you. And I'll bring that stencil in so I can show it to you. There it is. But let me just lift this up so you can see how that sparkles. Let me just tell you before I forget that I ordered the, let me see here, the gnome stencils off of Amazon. And if you just go to, well, we have Amazon Prime, and I put in gnome valentine stencils, and all kinds of them come up, so you can order whatever kind you want. This is shaped like a tag. Maybe you can see that. I don't make it into a tag. As it is right here, it's already like, I don't know, 3 by 4 inches, so it's fairly good size. And then I put resin on the back of them. But I just wanted to mention, so you can go to Amazon, and I don't get anything from Amazon, and just put in gnome stencils, and you should find several of them you can choose from. The other thing is Deb, who has a YouTube channel called Clay Boutique, was outlining her beautiful pieces that she makes. And if you've never gone to her channel, you've got to go. It's Clay Boutique, one word. And the gal's name is Deb. She originally was from England, and she's now in the USA. So we are blessed to have her here. Anyway, she put resin in between a flower the other day with some glitter. And I thought, well, I could do this to my little stencil. And so I did it. And it's just so pretty. Isn't that pretty? Look at how that sparkles. Obviously, I used silver glitter with my resin. But I just think that's so cute. This is a little girl. Can you see her braids or ponytails hanging down? So that's what we're going to do quickly here. What I did was I went ahead and rolled out a sheet of Primo Pearl. And that's what I'm going to use for this. And I rolled it out on my thickest setting, which is 0. And then I rolled it to a 1. So that's what it's going to be, a 1 in thickness, which is my 2nd largest thickness on my machine. I have an Atlas 180. So there we go. You know what? I feel something in the back. That's kind of funny back there. All right. Just had to check something. Now I'm going to just take the stencil and make sure that my gnome is on it all the way. And let's see if I can go that way a little bit, maybe. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I've got my gnome on there, the stencil on there, and I'm going to put a piece of my, that's called, I always forget what they're called, patty paper, down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my steel burnisher, it's called a bar of soap, steel bar of soap, and I'm just going to burnish that down into the clay a bit. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope your new year has started out well. Let me just smooth this a little bit more. We had a lovely Christmas. Both of our sons and my daughter-in-law and our daughter-in-law and our grandchildren came. We didn't celebrate until, let's see if I can get that. Let me just see how I'm doing. Yeah, that's good. We did not celebrate. I know it's probably a little hard for you to see, but you should be able to see it somewhat. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to color in the areas. And I'm going to do that with my pearl powders. Let's see here. What am I going to use today? I'm thinking I might go with, I'm going to go with sour apple for part of the hat anyway. This is one of my tiny ones. It's really little. Got to pull my sleeves up. I'm downstairs, and my downstairs it's nice. It's, you know, I've got a sofa and a chair and TV and so on and so forth down here, but it's chilly. It's a little bit chilly down here, so I had to wear a sweatshirt. Okay, let me see what I can grab here as far as my brushes. And I'm going to just start, I think I'll start up here. And I just kind of work it in, as you can see. Anyway, we had, I am going to go down to the next one too, so I might as well go ahead. We had our Christmas on Christmas Day Eve, the night of Christmas Day. So, yeah. Just kind of watching this a little bit as I go, trying to be careful, but anyway, it was really nice. I had what I call a hot dish, a chicken and rice hot dish that night. They came over about 5, and that's what my mom always served, and so it kind of made me feel good to have something my mom always used to do when she was alive. We would all, there were 6 of us kids, we would all go to Mom and Dad's, no matter where we were. We put our kids in the car and we went to see Mom and Dad for Christmas. And I was thankful because we didn't have to choose between families, because Dan's family, my husband's family, lived in the same town back then. So anyway, so I had the hot dish, and I had made a bunch of cranberry salad for Thanksgiving, and on purpose, I made enough so that I could use some for Christmas, so I had it in the freezer, so I had that. Of course, relishes, etc., and I had made, I don't know, let's see, 2 kinds of cookies. I made caramels, fudge, you know, the usual things that mamas and grandmas do. But anyway, we had a nice time. Really nice time for Christmas. Okay, I'm trying very carefully not to get down on his beard here, but this looks like I am down on it. I want to make sure this is dark enough down here. And maybe over here too. Now, you could use the negative of a stencil. You know, I could have put this stencil aside. I could have stamped it with maybe, I don't know, red or black or something, and just put that on the clay and gone that way with it. But I just thought, well, we'll just do this. And it doesn't take a whole lot to cover. I just want to make sure it's worked in really well. Brush it away from the nose here. There we go. All right. Got that much done. I'm going to close this up. And what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to grab another brush, a bigger brush. I'm going to come around here and just get it off of there. These are cheap brushes I bought at Michael's. And you know, I don't want it to get all over that clay, so maybe I'll just come in with some Scotch tape and pick that off like that, if I can get it. Just pulling it up off the stencil a little bit. What I don't want is I don't want it to fly around when I end up picking it up in a while. So let me just get this off here too. It won't all be off, but I'll wipe it down just a little bit. And I'm going to come over where I did get a little bit on this clay over here, just kind of lift it up. Okay. And it looks like I got some over here. I guess I was brushing that way, wasn't I? Okay. I'll just take some of that off. Even if it doesn't all come off, it's not that big a deal. All right, I think what I'm going to do now is probably what I should have done before. is come in and just trim this off, and it will be out of the way. Okay. There we go. Okay, lay that out of the way now. So he's got a green hat. I find that Fimo Pearl picks up the color really nicely. It's not white, stark white, so it's not as hard to deal with. You know, when you use white clay, boy, it's really hard to work with. If you don't want to clean it up all the time. You do have to follow through and clean some stuff up here as you go. But it's not too bad. And you notice I'm using the tape. Let me just get some off of here. And a little bit right there. Okay. Okay, let's see. What should we do with this one? Let's make the Valentine envelope. Let's make it pink. I want to use the same brush though, so I'm trying to see. I'm just going like this, trying to clean it off a little bit. Okay. And then you just paint it like it's like paint. And you could use some acrylic paint. You really could. I have painted clay before, many times. But this pearl powder is so pretty, I think. It just adds a little bit to it. So anyway, and then for New Year's Eve, I was going to say we didn't do anything. We were in bed by midnight, which maybe some of you were too. I don't know. But we did hear fireworks going off in our area, and I was thankful. Our older dog generally shakes and gets so scared, so scared when he hears noises, loud noises, or, you know, if it's storming outside, and he gets so scared. In fact, we had to get him some medicine to give him. He got so bad sometimes. And so, let's see if I can get some of that off just by doing that. No, doesn't want to come that way. No, I might just come in and pick it up like that. Wipe it on my rag. There we go. We do usually watch TV and the celebrations that are going around the world, but we didn't even do that. We were tired. We went to bed. Maybe we're party poopers, I don't know. But you know, even when we were younger, we didn't do big partying either with that. Oh, that's pretty. What I like about these is they're you can really see the color, but it's still sort of a quiet. Well, the purple is a little bit noisy, but and maybe the red is too. I got some bubbles in this one, actually bubbles in the clay. I should have sanded those down before I finished it, but I did not finish it like that. Okay, let's see. What are we going to do next? Make sure I get this wiped off there. This there. Okay. It's always fun to try new things, don't you think? I enjoy trying different things. Now that Christmas is over, I did have some of my orders come in that I was waiting for. A couple of small Christmas molds. If I remember at the end, I'll show you what I've been playing with just to see how they turn out. Or maybe I'll just take a break, because I tend to forget to do that, don't I, you guys? Seems like it anyway. I want to show you something and then I forget. All right, let me just show you quick. All right, this is one. And let me see if I can show you this mold. Here's the mold. And it's very shallow, a very shallow mold. So, isn't that pretty though? Put a little resin on the back of it. So it's nice and thin, actually. I have started making some purse charms. Let me show you the other ones. I'll just show them real quick to you, and then we'll get back to the gnome. Here's another one. And here's another one. I've just been playing with them to see, you know, just to see what I can do with them. But these would make perfect purse charms too. And here's one more, pretty blue. Isn't that pretty? So they turn out well. And then I just poured resin into the heart. That's really pretty. And once it came out, it's really thin. Once it came out, I put some white paint on it. I just put some paint right on my surface here, stuck my finger in it, and just dab, dab, dab. It's like, because I just wanted a little white on the areas that were raised. I thought that was really pretty. And then I put a little resin, clear resin over that. So that's another one. And then here's a little one that I think is so cute. Can you see them? They're bells. And that was just resin as well. I just poured it straight into, let me show you here if I've got it. Oh, I took it upstairs to wash it. But it's just a smaller mold. Let me show you. Here's another small mold, and that's a candy cane. They're cute little cameo sort of things that I can use to put either alone or put them on another, like a larger ornament or something. Put it right in the middle of it or something. But I know Christmas is over, but as long as I got them in the mail, I wanted to try them. So like I said, this is just resin. This is clay. Yeah, so just show you what I've been doing here a little bit. And here are the bells too, but they're white with just a tinge of blue. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really pretty. I love the bells. And I should show you one other guy. Yeah. There he is. He's huge. He is huge. Let me see how tall he is. He's 4 inches by 3 1/4 inches. I just played with him just to play. And I did put resin on him because I put beads in his eyes. The bead, you can't really tell, but his eyes do sparkle. So, anyway. I've never done this before. I was just playing, kind of making faces, trying to make some faces, and I just happened to just make this, so that's that. And I should show you one thing I had to fix over the holidays. This is an angel I made many, many years ago, and it didn't have any glitter on it at the time. It was just plain clay. And I took it off the tree this year, and I dropped it, and part of this wing broke. So I decided, well, I can fix that. So I brought it down to my little workshop here and glued it, and then I put resin on the back. You can't even tell. You can't even tell. So I'm glad I saved it. And then I screwed a screw into her head. She already had the little halo on that I put on, but so she'll be good for many more years on the Christmas tree. All right, and then just let me show you. I'll get back to this, I promise, in a minute. Move these out of the way, and maybe I'll close this so I don't make a big mess out of it first. And then I wanted to just show you before I forget. Like I said, I usually do forget, so I'm going to do it up front this time. I got a garbage can right off the end of my glass working area here. All right, see if I can bring that back up. Make it kind of straight. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. I got them hanging over here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay. I got them hanging on a wire on my wall. So here's one. And that's a purse. I just am taking a lot of the things that I have made prior to this time. And I just decided I would order these really nice, well, it's a swivel lobster claw. And I just love them. I got them in rose gold, silver, and gold. So they just have made some perfect things. And I have a sister-in-law who works at a school, and I told her I wanted to give her some to give to her coworkers when she goes back tomorrow. So she came over yesterday and got some. And then I made one special too because she wanted one that had butterflies. So I made that for her too, so she could give it to her friends at the school where she works. So that's that. I have several other ones. Let's see here. Some of them are seasonal. Some are not. I will show you this one. Here's a seasonal one, little acorn. You probably remember these when I made these, but this is, you can add beads to this. In fact, I would add a piece of gold chain and take this off of here. And that's what my sister-in-law does. She does beading too. And just make it dangle a little bit longer. Not much, because on a purse you don't need much. But then you can put some beads, hang some beads from the chain up above. So this would be down further, and then the beads would be above it, kind of hanging over it a little bit. So I've got several different ones up here, and I won't bore you with showing you every single one, but I will show you one more, because this is not a swivel. This is just a lobster claw, and that's a bird. I love that bird. That bird's so pretty. And that's one of the birds I made a long time ago. Anyway, it's a little lobster claw. Just opens like that. Okay. I've got more, but I'm not going to show you all of them right now, since I'm in the midst of this. So now I'm going to have to decide. You know what? I'm going to make his little hands or mittens green. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Okay. And also his shoes. So he'll be kind of a matching little gnome. And then you just kind of carefully get it in there, you know. I hope you folks had a nice Christmas. Hope you were with your family, those of you that have family here in the United States. By the way, Deb from Clay Boutique, I want to say thank you for taking time to make videos, because I have learned a lot from you. I just really appreciate you. You're the one that I followed when I put glittered resin on the backs of my pieces. You're the one I learned that from. And I really like it. I use it all the time now. So, and Deb makes beautiful stones out of clay. Oh, she's good at it. She is really good at it. God bless you, Deb, for being so good at that. You know, sometimes you find your niche. And she's probably good at many things, but sometimes we just find our niche and we're just good at that. Really good at it. And she's good at that. Okay. It's hard not to get this on everywhere. Okay. I don't feel like this is dark enough, so I'm coming in with this. Okay. Now I am going to brush right, and I'm getting it on that a little bit. Okay. It's always a little bit messy working with the Pearl Essence, you know, the Perfect Pearls, that's what this is. But it's worth it. I think it's worth it, anyway. Just trying to tap this and pick up extra, like that. Okay. I just thought these would make such cute, really cute Valentines, you know, for, oh, oops, then I'm spilling it. You know what I found? If I do something like this, I can pick it up with my blade and kind of just tap it back in. And that works pretty good. What I really should do is get that lid on there, but I don't want to close it just for the moment because I just have to see if I want more green or not. Okay, now I have to come in and get some of that lifted off of where the beard is. Okay, get some of it off down here. And then I'm going to kind of just fold my tape and get some off in here. Sometimes it works well, sometimes it doesn't work so well. You can also roll it. You could roll it in a sort of like a cone, you know what I mean? Like that. You can get it into a cone and then you can kind of get it in there. But then you don't want to mark it with the end of, you don't want to mark your clay either with the end of the, yeah, that picked that up pretty well. All right. I think I'll just leave it like that. And let's see, what should we do? Let's let's make his nose. Let's see, what color is it? Bronze or maybe gold. I'm going to give him a gold nose. All right, we'll do that. This is, I have really found, and I probably said this many times before, but working with clay is so relaxing. It's just so calming and relaxing to me. You know, I just don't feel rushed. I don't feel like I have to do this, but I just love doing it. There we go. You see, you can get, I didn't think I had a whole lot in there, but I had quite a bit. Then you try to kind of clean that up after you've gotten too much. There we go. Okay. And so now I'm going to close that up. And I think, I don't know, maybe I'll give him a black beard. I'm not sure. I know sometimes they're, or most of the time it's white. But I think that's what I'm going to do, is just put a little bit of, if I can find the right color. Or maybe brown. What is this? This is cappuccino. I'm going to try the cappuccino. That's kind of like a coffee brown, isn't it? Let's try that. So here's the cappuccino. And now I have to get the color out of this again. If you hear dogs barking, they're upstairs with my husband, but they still bark, you know. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go pick up my little, where is it? Brush. I got some little bitty brushes here. See how little that is? Okay. I need to get that little speck off of the green there. That's bugging me. And I'm going to have to come back in with the green. Okay. I'll do that in a bit. Oh, I don't want that one. I want this little one. Yeah, that works better. I forgot that I'd used the little brush on the other ones too. I used the bigger brush in the bigger areas, but these smaller areas need a littler brush, and I forgot I did that. Okay, so that, and I come down here and over here. It just wants to go everywhere, though. I've said that so many times, too. I know. Hope you guys, those of you that watch Emma DeVost, D-E-V-O-S-T is her last name, you know that she's had some tough news lately. I hope you're praying for her. Dear Emma, she's helped many of us through beating. And so now it's our turn to give back a little bit, and we can pray for her. Okay. Hi, Emma, if you're watching. We all love you. And we hope you're doing okay. Hope you're able to relax. I know you've put a few videos out, so that's a good thing. Keeps your mind off of everything. Okay. I just am blowing things all over the place. Okay. Now I think what I want to do is get some of that off. Get some of that off there. Get some of this off over here. There we go. It's just kind of laying there on the stencil, so I'll see if I can get it off a little bit before I pull the stencil up. I think what I want to do is use, first of all, I want to fill in where that, I rubbed the green off of the hat. So I'll go back in here and just bring it back here. There we go. That's better. Touch up here and there with a smaller brush. Okay. All right. I think what I want to do now is I want to bring in a darker color of green. This, what does this say? Festival green. I don't know. That's pretty dark. Nope, I'm going to leave it just like it is. I was going to put this just on the middle. Well, I could try the shoes. Let me try the shoes. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. What do you think? Yeah, I like that. That's pretty. Okay. You can see if you used paint, it would behave a little bit better for you. It wouldn't get all over the place. So you just have to make sure you have some small brushes so you can do smaller areas with the pearl powder. Pearl powder is so pretty. Okay. That's not too bad. And I might even go ahead and do the hands too. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully it'll look a lot better once we pull the stencil off. You'll see what I'm doing here. Do you give Valentine's out? That happens to be our wedding anniversary, Valentine's Day. And you know what? Speaking of special days, I had a birthday in December, and a good friend, bless her heart, she and her husband dropped some gifts off. And her name is Ellie. Hi, Ellie, if you're watching. I plan to make a video of what she gave me, not tonight, but possibly tomorrow. She goes to estate sales with her husband. Let's see if I can get this. She goes to estate sales with her husband, and they pick up things that they're looking for, you know, that she likes, or he likes, both, maybe both of them like. And they found all kinds of beads at an estate sale. Not just beads, but some of the hardware too. So I still haven't opened everything. I haven't done it because there is a lot there. I thought that was so kind of her, and that's just her. She is kind. She's such a sweetheart. Okay. Now, let me see here. I'm not happy with that. I want to put, I do want to put that stripe up across the top, so maybe I can just try it. That way he'll have matching, be matching a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. That will be good. Okay. All right, let's do the reveal here and see what it looks like underneath there. Put this over here. And it looks like a mess. All right, let's put this out of the way, this out of the way. Okay, let's see, I think I'll grab it here. I'll see how this turns out. You'll see with me. Ha, that's cute. That's really cute. Of course, you have to wash down the stencils later, but oh, I like it. Do you like it? Oh, that's real cute. I can see where I got a little bit of green there, but might be able to go in and just pick that off. Oh, that's pretty good. You know, our dogs, if they hear any noise, they just go bananas. I don't know if you have dogs or pets that do that, but excuse me. I'm sorry. Have a tickle. Let me grab a drink of water while you look at our cute little gnome here. I don't name them. But you can if you want to. Isn't that cute? Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut him out and bake him. And then I will put the resin on him after he's baked. So, where should we start? Well, let's see. Let's do what I did with the other ones. Just take some of it off like that. So we'll just trim him up here. And you know what? I think I'll bring my straight edge in for that one. I want to make sure I leave an area that I can. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that, and, okay. Okay, just come in with my X-Acto knife and we'll get that off too. And then I'm going to come around here. I'm leaving just a little bit of an edge, as you can see. Doesn't have to be big. And sometimes I get a little too close, and that doesn't matter either. It's not a do or die thing. If we're getting paid for this, it might be though. But this is just fun for me. Okay, so there we go. I hear my husband watching something up there. I'm not sure what it is. Excuse me. Okay. I think I inhaled some of that. I don't know. I need a drink again. Sorry. Sorry, I had to pause it a minute. I had a cough. Okay, here we go. And then we're going to come around this way. And then just kind of up, away from it, around here. And now I'm going to just pick it up a little bit here and turn it so it's easier for me to trim it. Okay. And then what I do, I want to get my sheet of paper here. I'm going to turn it around again. Like this. Okay. And I think, well, I'll leave it there because I think you can see it better. I'm going to bring in my little rubber tool, and it's well used. And it's kind of hard rubber on the end. This is, it's wiggly, but it's harder than some. And so I'm just going to soften some of the curves with this, like that. Okay. And that. This is a little bit too pointed for my liking. So I'll take it off. And then I will see if I can bump it a little bit and kind of soften the edge. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can bring it up here a little bit. There we go. You can see him. Isn't he cute? You could do even more. You could put like dots, if you wanted to, of the other color, like this darker color. You could put dots on the dark or the light green if you wanted to. That would be cute. That would be real cute. Maybe I should just try it. Should I just try it? Let's see here. What I like to do, when I put dots on a place that already has pearl coloring on it, I take my ball tool and I rub it on some clay. I'm just rubbing it on clay like that. And then it gets sort of sticky. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to get, do you see? I got some green. And I'm just going to come down and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back in and get them a little darker now. And, you know, it's up to you where you want to put your dots. And you don't have to press very hard either. Marlene, I wanted to say hi to you. I have made a new friend. And Marlene has sent me some handmade things that she makes. Oh, she does. She does such beautiful work. She does things out of clay, although they're in the process of renovating, I think. Isn't that right? Their new home. And so she's packed her clay away, but she crochets. She just does a little bit of everything. She's amazing. Okay, I dumped too much on that one. I'm not sure how I'm going to get that off of there. Probably just like that. There we go. That's not so bad. Okay. When you press the first time, you make the indent. The second time coming around, you don't have to press. You just place it. You will place some of the pearl, perfect pearls, when you press the first time, but when you come back the second time, there's another one. Don't leg that one. Okay, got that a little bit. Now, these hearts that show just the pearl clay, that will be filled in. The hearts down here, that's going to be filled in. You know, it'll be outlined like this. It'll be outlined. So you'll be able to see it filled in with glitter and resin. But I bake it first. We don't do that first. Okay, I got a little more than I needed there. You know what? This is what I do. I tend to overdo it then. Oh, that needs more. Oh, that needs a little more. Pretty soon I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It shouldn't need so much more. Okay. Okay. Okay, somebody tell me to stop before I go too far, which I probably already have. Oh, well. Okay, I smeared that a little bit. Let me see if I can get that back off. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with, let's see, paper towel here. I need to just stop it. Stop it, stop it. I went and got some of the lighter green. I'm bringing back in because I took some of it off right there. Okay. All right, I'm going to just stop there. Sometimes you can go back in and just pick a little bit of that out if you feel like you got too much, which I did on some of these. Okay. But you know, once this has the glitter around it and the resin, it's just going to make it look 100 times more or better and so different. So, just letting you know. Okay. There we go. All right. I will give you, oh, my camera is tilting. I will give you the reveal when I have it, but I hope that was helpful. I hope you have fun making some gnomes. And like I said, go on Amazon. You can, these are called, I called them, I was just looking on Amazon for gnome, Valentine gnome stencils. That's how I put it. You'll see a lot of them in there. And then also remember that go check out Deb Clay Boutique. She's so good. You'll enjoy her channel so much. Maybe you've already found her, but she's really good. And she explains things really, really well, so you can do it. And I told her that I would name her if I use some of her things, and I have done that. So, you know, that's the least you can do. If someone has shown you how to do something, that's the least you can do. So again, Deb from Clay Boutique, thank you, thank you, thank you. Marlene, thank you for the lovely gifts you sent me. And Emma, we're praying for you. I will see you guys, I'm not sure when, but possibly tomorrow. Have a good evening. Bye-bye. I meant to say, God bless you. I like to say, God bless you. Because I do want God to bless every single one of you. He has blessed us, hasn't he? Yeah. Okay, that's it. I'll let you go for now. Bye for now.